Hey guys, welcome to ND72 YouTube channel, and this is my CLK55. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's Adam at ND72. So we're back with the CLK55. So as you guys remember, this is my cheap $500 running and driving CLK55. I did minor work to it. It's got like exhaust intake. That's really it, and weight reduction. So ever since we crashed the front end in, which you guys probably remember that, we went and did a full fiberglass front end in. So I didn't show you the big weight difference, but it is night and day difference. So in this video, we're going to kind of just go over basically hood and fenders and how much LBs we lost. The bumper, we lost a lot of weight too, but I've had the same fiberglass bumper on. So after the crash, I didn't really lose any weight because I just put the same one back on. So we're not going to count that one in this one. We're going to show how much weight we lost off the nose of this car, and it is night and day difference. So I'm going to weigh them all and show you. To help me weigh it all is my handy dandy little Amazon scale. It probably cost me 20 or 30 bucks. It does work. I always put like a 10-pound weight on it to make it verified the same weight. And I weigh myself on it, and it works perfectly. It's usually like 0.8 off, just a little bit. But since I weigh everything with it, it's apples to apples. Like when I do my rims, do anything, apples to apples. So I already weighed what this stuff all weighed out. So now we're going to weigh the factory one and see what it is. So I got the factory hood over here. It's got the hood pin still on it. I removed the grill, I removed the front piece, so it's kind of apples to apples to what that is. So this is a stripped down front hood, and I'm gonna have to use the tripod because I'm gonna lift this up. It's pretty effing heavy. So just check out the scale. So for me right now, I'm at 171. See? 171 for me. So now with that, we're at 214. And then the fender comes out to 181. All right. So now we kind of got the weight of what we lost up front. So we got the total weight of the factory hood was, so with me, it was 214, so I weighed 174 at that time. So the hood was 43 pounds, and then the fenders were 10 pounds each, so that's 20 pounds right there of factory stuff. So let me go back to where I wrote down what the aftermarket ones were. And these are now, we're going from steel to full fiberglass. It might not be the best quality, might not be the thickest. And also when we did the hood, we're weighing the same thing. No grill, no nothing. Like literally you just saw me lift it up. It's a gutted hood. And that's kind of how I weighed this hood. And then the fenders, same thing, gutted. So what we got from the aftermarket fenders were 2.5 pounds each. And then, so that there is 5 pounds in total. So we have 5 pounds in total from the aftermarket fiberglass hoods. And then in total, the other ones were 20 pounds. So that's 15 pounds we lost just on the fenders. Take it back. The fenders are, so 15 pounds we lost just on buying fiberglass fenders and installing them. Not the best quality, but what I like a lot about the fenders is also like they close in the wheel gap a lot, which I'll show you. If you ever seen the car before and after, the factory fender is made like 3 or 4 inches of height. And from how I have the suspension set up, I have more of the rear lowered, but it looks a lot even now, which I'm super a big fan of that. And they got the cool little fins. And then, so then the factory hood, all right, so, or the factory hood was 43 pounds stripped down. So this one was, let me go back, it was 9 pounds. Huge effing difference. And for whoever does not believe me that that was 9 pounds, so you can say, just round up to 10 pounds. So right there you dropped, what, 33 pounds. So you dropped 33 LBs just on this hood. And I'm going to show you for people who think I'm F&B BS or whatever, for maybe it's just this hood or my scale, but we're doing apples to apples. So just say my scale is off a little bit. We weighed the hood with the exact same scale, so it is, but let me show you this. So this is for anyone who does not think this hood weighs that. I'm going to show you right now how light this is. Forever I had to lift the hood, so I'm pulling my 2 pins out. Granted, they're not the most like classiest pins, but I pulled the 2 pins out, and this is just going to be with, I don't know, my one finger. I can lift it right up, very little ease, and as you can see, it has no hood shocks, no nothing holding up, and this is like nothing, and this is dressed fully with like grill and all the other stuff, and you can just lift it up with like 2 fingers, 1 finger. Like I could do this all day. That's like nothing. Let me put these back in so I don't have to lose them. Now if you walk over to the factory one, now looking at this factory one, I can't even lift the stripped one. This is actually heavy enough just to strip down doing like this. This is a huge, huge difference in weight. And another good thing about this hood, so, well, with this kind of style setup, so I don't have the hood shocks on her like I showed you, and some people are wondering, like, how's it going to stay up? If anyone knows, these have the service mode that you just still, I have it still in there. I did not delete that. And it locks right in. I don't care what you said, this is so easy. You have so much room for activities like this, and you don't need all the shocks and all that stuff. I mean, I can still, if I ever want to, this hood still has the factory hood shock holders. All I do is pop it in there, and I'm done. But why do that when you could just have it this nice little cool service mode? You put it in. Just always remember to put your hood pins back in. Locks in like a glove. Like, that thing is staying pretty good. So at the end of the day, I crashed the car. I went and finally spent the money. I got the whole fiberglass front end. It's not really cheap, and I still got to get the car painted. I'm on the fence. Like, throw in the comments if I should go matte black or the standard gloss black. But we end up losing 48 pounds total with fenders and hoods. And granted, I didn't really count the bumper because I already had the bumper. So, and I did nothing really else. And I'm pretty happy. It definitely feels a lot more zippy. But that could just be me because I haven't driven the car in a while. And it's just like butt dyno. But also we're going to do, because I have a lot of people ask, so now we're going to go take it over to get weighed at the scales. I've done this in a few other videos. It costs $12 at Love's. So you can just show up. It's literally almost every truck stop will let you do it. Mine, I never had any issues. You show up there, and it's $12, and they'll tell you your weight. You can put it in certain areas of the scale, and it'll tell you front and rear. I just go straight up, and it tells me the weight. So now when we go get this scale, this has, you know, full tank of gas. It's got passenger driver seat on there. It's got the bigger battery in here that I had to put back in here just because I've been losing traction in the rear. So I put a full-size battery. So I don't have my, what is it, like 14-pound battery. I got like the 60-pound battery back there in the rear. Also what I still have in there that I put back the modules for the Motorola stuff. Like a lot of the modules I put back in the rear, they're not plugged in. I just put stuff back there just to add weight, just because I can't hook up right now, which I do have a fix to that. Well, I hope I do. So we're going to go down to the Love's place, go get scaled. I can't really record too much in there, so I should show you at the end, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so we're at the weigh station right now. I already went through the whole process and everything. It's a pretty simple process. You go to like a Love's truck station or something like that. It costs like $12 to weigh your car, and as long as there's no line, it takes like 2 seconds. So, quick recap on this car. It's got more or less a gutted interior. I mean, I still got carpet. I still got a lot of insulation on the floor. I still have I actually got a full-size battery in the car right now. Just because the lightweight battery died, I gotta go buy another one from Walmart. So right there, that's like an extra, I think like 40 pounds in those batteries. Like no joke at all. The car has the fiberglass front end, what we showed. I got the Bride race seats. This is not as most gut as you could get, but it's still pretty comfortable. I mean, I still got a full dash. I still got the heavy steering wheel. So this car, I'm gonna have to double check, but I remember I weighed it before. This car had heated seats from the factory, had the washer nozzles for the headlights. This car was fully loaded. It was roughly like 36 and change, like right under 37, 100 pounds. And we're doing like same weigh station, same all circumstance. Just, I mean, every once in a while, like right now I got a big heavy jacket on. I got some camera stuff on here. So maybe I got like 10, 15 pounds of tools. So this car came out to, and I could still drop a lot more weight out. Well, I could probably drop a good amount of weight out of this car after this too. So this car came out to, can you see it? I don't think I got it on there. Right there, or it's kind of flipped. So it comes up to 2760. So that's pretty good. That's probably like 900 pounds I dropped out of this car, roughly. And I still could easily. I think I could get this down to, let me do, so we're at 20. I could get this down to probably 27 on the dot if I really tried. I still got some modules back in the trunk. The only thing I'm really hesitant of dropping even more weight is because the trunk and the whole rear, I already have a little bit of traction issues. So right now I still have the Motorola modules back there. I now have the heavy battery back there. The whole trunk still has a lot of stuff in it. It's just because I'm spinning a little bit until I get my whole suspension or a better tire set up. I don't want to drop too much out of there because right now at a 40 roll, if I slam it hard, I hop and I spin. So, pretty good, guys. So guys, I hope you liked the video. This is basically seeing how much LBs I dropped with the fiberglass hood and all that stuff, and if it was really worth it, in my opinion, heck yeah. So the car came up to be $27.60 roughly, and that's apples to apples. So I lost. So like I said already, I lost right around 1,000 pounds. And I'm doing the same scale, different time of year, so it might be a little bit different. 1,000 pounds out of this car from this exact car going to that scale, and me buying it, and oh my God, this car feels so much faster. We're going to be taking to the strip. We got an event that's coming up. We're going to see how well that goes. We're doing some roll racing and some drag racing. I've already done plenty of roll racing in Mexico with this car. It performs great for just intake exhaust that I built at my house and then simple maintenance items. So super psyched. I am going to be going back, once I can fix out the hookup issue, I am going to be going back to the smaller battery. So we'll easily be dropping this car under 2,700 just with battery. All those stupid modules like the Motorola one, there's a lot of modules that I don't need that I still have in the rear, and I could gut this a lot more. If you didn't know, this still has carpet, this has radio, it's got a speaker, this has got tons of features that are comfortable that I don't really need. I still got cruise control, I still got ABS, I still got a lot of stuff on this car that makes it a little bit more of a better drive. So we're going to go to the track, we're going to see how it does, and eventually if we could get it to hook up in the rear, maybe we'll turbo it. We'll see how it goes. But one other thing, yeah, like I said before, tell me if you guys think the matte black is better or the gloss. You know what I mean? Hit me up in the comments. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys want, follow me on my Instagram at BuffyCLK500, and have a great day.